Hello everyone, Gaming with Big Green, and I knew it. I kept checking and we got it. Generation 5 announcements. So we got more names for me to murder here in these videos. All right, guys, we're going to take a look at just the rally skills. We're not going to look at the conquest skills of these characters. Most of the people are generally curious about how they're going to perform in their rallies and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. Now they'll come in about 270 to 280. Now we're always on the lower end of that, so I'm going to guess about 280 days for our server, but it's possible 270. Now we're at 220 here in Kingdom 135 where we play, but we're going to go ahead and look at the rally skills. Now Generation 3 characters topped out at 290. Generation 4 was 370, which was a huge jump up from Generation 3. These characters will be going up to 440% attack and defense. All right, so we're going to start with Thrud. I believe that's a female. Yeah, it looks like a girl, a rough girl, but we're going to start with Thrud, and we're going to look at, like it says, it comes around. Okay, this is the conquest stat. So we're going to go down to basically the expedition stats, which would be the rallies. We're going to look at that mostly on all three characters. So right here you can see the Generation 5 characters will be coming in at 440% attack and defense. Very cool, like to see that. Now Generation 4 was 370%, so this is a pretty good bump up. So we're going to look at these three skills right here, and we're going to talk about the skills of the rally. So her main skill right here, the first one we're going to look at, is going to do for infantry and archers, reducing their damage by 15% and increasing their damage dealt by 15%. Oh my god, a straight up damage dealt skill. I would like to see the number be 20%, but this is what I said in the last video. This is what I wanted to see on a character. Just a straight damage up. Like no 40% chance to do 50% damage dealt. A straight damage dealt of 15%. I like that. Okay, I really like that. Now this is on the cavalry character. Okay, so that's really cool. She's also going to boost your infantry. So this is for the infantry and archers. So she's going to reduce the damage taken by, and then also increase the damage dealt by 15%. I like that. I honestly like that. I'm not a fan of the chance skills. Now I do like Margot's 25% chance to do the 200% damage. I really like that skill, but I'm not a fan of the chance up skills. I think they killed Petra with the chances. Okay, so now we're going to look at this skill here. Her other skill will give a 20% chance to do 100% damage. Okay, I mean that's weak. I mean that's not as good as Margot's skill. So that's you know what I'm saying? I wish they would have did something a little bit different with that, because Margot's, I think, is like 25% chance to do 200% damage. So, I mean, she is a stronger character, but I mean, that's tough. They kind of dropped the ball on that one. All right, so we're going to look at this one. So, for every 4 attack made by cavalry, it's going to increase the squad's damage dealt by 25%. It's also going to lower the damage taken by 25%, but that's every 4 turns. That's going to increase by 25%. So, that's actually pretty, that's okay. That's pretty juicy. I like that. So, sorry for the ads popping up. This is off the King Shot database. So, we're going to look at the infantry character here. Now, he doesn't look like much of a tank. Let's go ahead and look at his rally skills. This is for the infantry. All right. Long Fang. Again, I'm going to murder these names. You guys know it. But 40% chance of taking 50% damage down. Oh, man. That's weak. I mean, we got a million of them characters. Okay, so second skill, along to increasing total squad defense, straight up 25% increase of defense. Now that's okay. That's pretty okay. You know what I'm saying? For Garrison. And then we have, okay, so she's got the Margot skill, the 25% chance of increase in 200% damage. That's good. I like this skill because when it hits, it's going to hit hard. I mean, the 20% chance to do 100% damage on the last character we looked at, that's weak, especially on Generation 5. That might hurt that character. You know what I'm saying? It's we're gonna have to look farther, and I'm gonna run some numbers and stuff like that. But that actually might be hurting that character. That might take it away. And again, I'm sorry for the ads popping up. This is just, I'm recording this off of the King Shot database. I was checking this regularly because I know we're about to get a update. So now we're going on to the archers. All right. So the archer is going to have all squad attack increase of enemy damage. All attack increase enemy damage taken. So it's basically a Petra skill, but without the chance. That's cool. I can accept that. So it's basically kind of like you're doing enemy. So it increases the enemy's damage that's taken, but there's no percentage on it. So it's going to just give that as a 25% rate. I like that. If they did that with Petra, she would have been okay. All right. So now we're going to look at the middle skill here. Grant an all squad attack 100% damage for every 4 attacks. Wow. Okay. Okay. And enemy taken down, but I mean that's just increasing all squad attacks by 100% extra damage for every 4 attacks. Oh man, yeah. I mean she looks like she's going to be a must get. And then finally, dealing 60% extra damage on the enemies. Holy shit! Dealing every 4 attacks. The next attack of every 4 attacks. So every 4 attack, one of them, she's going to be dealing 60% extra damage. Oh my God. Wow. So Vivian, I believe her name was, the archer, she's going to be the must-have, looks like, at a Generation 5. That's freaking some crazy stats. So what do you do with Rosa? That's going to be a tough call. To me, Alcar still seems a little bit better than what we have in Generation 5. I mean, it's tough. Like, it's especially because the attack and defense goes up. And I mean, this is going to be a tough one, because it's not like they went increasingly overpowered like they did with Generation 4 from 3. Like, the attack and defense it's a normal bump up between generations, but the skills are very important. And from what I'm seeing, the archer definitely takes the win in this category. The worst would probably be the cavalry. I mean, that one skill is very hard to look at. I mean, she does have that one really cool skill with the infantry and archers, but that's going to be very hard. So you can check this out on the King Shot database. This is where the information is available. This is where I'm pulling this from. So you guys can go ahead and check this out. And again, it's going to be around 270 days, 280 days server time when you're going to see this Generation 5. But I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to get this information out there for players to see this. We have a Generation 5 announcement. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. Keep coming back, and I'll see you around.